Hey, I did it. I'm going with Aaron to the station. So, I figured if I don't turn on the camera on the stairwell in this early morning, it's not necessarily going to be much of an issue of me speaking while people are dead fast asleep at 6 a.m. Except for that car alarm bird.
Yeah.
Setting the car alarm. Anyways. Oh, he's changed his tone. Sound the alarm. Nope, the alarm's actually going off now. Because we're near. Anyways, so the dude downstairs was vacuuming the stairs. Which is fine. Pondered cleaning our own stairs to begin with. Because I was a stupid one that went from the bottom and grabbed the hand brush and decided to sweep from the stair in front of me down. Got to the top of the stairs and went, well, the top stair's clean. So I was thinking about, like brushing them all down to the very bottom and then like taking the vacuum down momentarily. But that wasn't what I was thinking. But that's not what's been going over in my mind. What's been going over my mind is how their apartment is laid out and how the other 3 apartments are probably laid out. Because they're all roughly the same size, and I think ours is a smidge smaller. But, much like I've seen out on our balcony, most everybody in that building has something similar to a kitchen on that side. On the inside ring. And we don't. Our kitchen is on the front side. So that would explain why a lot of people have a bedroom on the front side and they're right next to the stairs.
Which is terrible design.
That would make sense why all the other and probably the ground floor is set up differently. But that's the thing, is like, we're used to modular, I guess we'll call it. It looks like you can literally just take this floor plan and sometimes just flip it around axes. It's not actually modular because you can't just remove an apartment, but it's got that repetitive design. Like, there was 1 bedrooms at our last place, and I think they had 1 design. I think
they may have had 2, and then both of them flipped.
Yes, obviously everything flipped. Because, like, the lady downstairs had a reverse apartment of our 523. Yeah. She still had a 2-bedroom, and it was set up the same way. So, but I was like, I remember there was different 1-bedrooms, but not much different.
Yeah.
But anyways, and here it's sort of like, well, we'll just make it as they were kind of designed that way. And I mean, unless they go through a complete gutting, like we've seen some other buildings going through, it's like, I guess it is just, and the fact that, from what we found out from the landlady, or one of them, our apartment was a 2-floor apartment split into 2 apartments, and we got the top floor. Genius design for like 1 person or 2 small-ish people. Like, like little Joe and like my sister could probably both live in there fairly okay. You and I could live in there fairly okay, but
we do both want more room.
A smidge more. We don't need, like, we were okay with the apartment before, but that's a lot of room here.
Yeah.
So I'm really okay with this meterage. I just want to get maybe a slightly different layout.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need a bathtub.
It's nice, but it's not necessary.
I really don't need a bathtub. We'll see what's going on at Amstel. I've just been yakking because I've had like 1 sip of coffee. So if anybody's wondering about hyperactivity and association to coffee, this ain't it. That ain't it. You're wrong. I've had 1 sip of coffee to swallow some like vitamin pills and my amoxicillin. Certainly not enough at my tolerance level to, quote, crack me out.
Yeah.
So we're here. It's 6:30. in the morning. I'm having a Rome Butter croissant. Just, it's a regular croissant. Aaron, I was like, flat white. He's like, no, Starbucks. I'm like, they're not open. They open at 6:30. And I was like, hopefully. If it had been like 6:35 and they weren't open yet, you probably would have went in and got flat whites. But, yeah. Do they have any stuff brewed yet? Yeah. Anyways, he's going off to do that. I'm eating medium. I'm gonna make coffee when I get home. I don't need to whack myself out that much on coffee. Just get a medium because it'll keep me on the way home. They're asking him to move stuff because he's pushing in. He's got a train to catch at 6:49. I got confused because he comes in on Enkhausen and it's like plus 10 minutes. I'm like, no! Oh wait, no. You come in on the Enkhausen train. You leave on the Maastricht train. Okay. Well, at least I get to see Deutsche Bahn this morning. Alright, we are here on the platform. Aaron is eating his hamakas? Mm-hmm. Hamakas, yeah. Let's walk down so I don't peek on anybody in the waiting area. Well, yeah. We were actually looking up because we beeped in. Like Aaron beeped in, and then I had to shuffle around things into my arms, and then I pulled out my wallet, slapped it on there, and went in, and I just went, you know, if we have friends that come over and visit, we're going to take them on so many trains. If they were afraid of the Max before, they're not going to be afraid of the Max now.
Yeah, no.
Because we're going to take trains everywhere. And then the people are going to be like, oh my God, this hot pass style idea is just so much easier, so much better.
Right?
I'm like, yeah. And then the question was, what happens when we go back? We don't even have a car to fuck around with anymore. So we got to use mass transit, at least in the Portland area. Can our phones use Hot Pass with like paying on the Hot Pass with ABN AMRO?
I don't think ABN AMRO wallet will work, but if we use like Google Pay or Samsung Pay, or if we add iPhones, Apple Pay, that would work.
Yeah, that would work, yeah. But that's the thing is the states have such a drastically different segmented, Jesus Christ, I'm getting redundant recently, segmented sections. Segmented market. They probably, it's like, not only do they not necessarily speak the same vocal language, they don't speak the same digital language.
Yeah.
Like,
it's really nuts.
And plus it would be the fact that like you'd have to pay with, like we can't use either of those phone paying systems on the things here, can we? Oh, okay. It's just that when we signed up for ABN AMRO, they were like, we have a really useful bank thing and it works everywhere in Europe, wasn't it?
I think so.
Yeah. But anyways, we did not get any information on whether or not we could use it definitively or not. So hopefully if we ever have to figure it out, it can just
sign up for a visa.
Yeah. And I think that might be part of the thing if I wanted to really lose weight but still have bakery stuff, is get Cos croissants in the morning rather than Cos brodias. That's a lot of fucking bread. But regardless, and then somebody commented, the only thing people can learn from Amsterdam is how to commit suicide. It was literally a comment. So I commented, well, I'm not a designated mental health professional. Here's the number for the United States suicide hotline, in case you need it. Is that not... That's not Deutsche Bahn. That's not... I'm sitting here like halfway recording because I've been wanting to have Deutsche Bahn fly by, but...
Yeah, it might not be.
It's not coming. Things heading out to the Berlin Hauptbahnhof are delayed by 45 minutes. Oh. But they have been for like the last little while. I mean, this is close enough. This is your train.
Yep.
No Deutsche Bahn came flying by. Maybe it went out different tracks.
Could be.
Yeah.